So we're here with Cal Lutheran football players Wendell O'Brien and Chris Beeson. Guys, thanks for talking with us today. So just recently, you tried out with the Rams.
Yeah.
You were invited to that tryout. What was that feeling like when you got invited?
Well, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty surreal on the phone. I was actually like in the calf, and I got like a phone call. And I mean, Mac warned us about it earlier, but like I got a phone call from like a different number, like Missouri or something like that. And then I picked up, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? It's like so and so. Like, you know, I'm sure your coach talked to you. Want to invite you to like the Rams local day." And then I was like, man, like that's, you know, it's kind of like a dream come true. Like you wish for stuff like that. That's what you work for. So it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I honestly had like the same reaction. I was surprised and really happy, but it's like wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah.
So then when you get there and you see the scouts and the Rams coaching staff, was that overwhelming at all?
I looked them up like a few days before. I guess a few days after I got the phone call. Actually, I looked them up, and I was like, all right, like just so I know their faces and stuff like that, so I know who to put it with. And then like when I got there and we saw them, I'm like, all right, this is real now. Like I was like, all right, like let's get this. But I mean, for the most part, I'm like, this is where I want to be. So this is like, this is gonna have to come second nature to me.
So yeah, how was it meeting the Rams staff then?
It was honestly exciting. Just because it's like they're professional, but it's like they're kind of like that. They have that warm family welcome. You know, it's real nice. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like meeting them, it was like, you know, I was trying to put my best foot forward, you know. Hi, my name's Wendell. Shake the hands out, right, and stuff like that. Because I think a lot of the other guys, because we were like the only D3 guys there, so I think the other guys, like D1 guys, big top names or whatever, they had like connections with them already. So it was like, just make this impression, right? Like, you know, they're probably looking at you guys like you guys are D3 guys, but, you know, we're all here for a reason. So I was just like, man, we gotta impress these dudes like right off the bat.
So yeah, so then you moved right into the position meetings. What'd you guys learn from those?
We watched in our group for the receivers. We watched a lot of film, like on like guys that are in the league right now. Like we watched some like actual game film, like games I actually saw. Like we watched some film on Odell, watched some film on like Robert Woods and stuff like that, and Pierre Garçon. And he's saying like these are routes that we run. These are how we want you to run it. Blah blah blah. And then they picked out film from the people who were actually in the groups. So like we watched our own film and stuff like that. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, we actually did the similar type of like film, but then we also like just talked to like actual people, which is nice, get to know each other and whatnot, which is real cool.
Yeah. So then lastly, you had the workout. How were those?
The workouts it was pretty, actually I thought it was like a lot more calm than I anticipated it. We went through, you know, they treated us like we were professionals and stuff like that. Everything was real organized. We did like our little warm-ups and stuff, and then we just did position drills, you know, like light routes on air. Then we did some actual position drills with cone drills and stuff like that, catching the ball, turning upfield, just working on like the little specific stuff.
Yeah, it was real professional on a time schedule, which I usually like, not wasting any time and whatnot, but that's NFL for you, not wasting any time, being productive.
And then so Wendell, you know, your wide receiver, Chris, running back, Adam and Aaron were there too. Adam being the quarterback. Were you guys able to work out with them or work out with each other at all, or?
Yeah. So basically, the wide receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs, like we all threw together. So it's kind of like it almost felt like we were like at practice a little bit again. You know, Adam's throwing me the ball, me and Aaron the ball, and you know, yeah, we were just connecting. It felt pretty smooth. You know.
So then, you know, just getting this opportunity, how important was that to you guys to get in front of the Rams or just NFL scouts in general?
It's not something like you can really explain. Like the Rams are right next door, you know. So ideally, when you come here, you're like, all right, I got the Rams checked. If I do good, the Rams are gonna like hit us up. But when it actually happens, and you're like on the field, you're like, this is it right now. But it's something you worked for a while. So just getting that opportunity and like putting that jersey on and just working out, it's it's like, you're in the process. Like, you're here. That's what you work for. Like, let's keep this going. You're meant to be here. We're all meant to be here. So, I have no doubt in my mind about anything.
And building off of that, I mean, for me, it was the only opportunity I had that was out there. I wasn't able to get into any other pro days or private workouts. So just having the Rams one was already exciting. But yeah.
So then the next part of that is, you mentioned that you were the only D3 guys that were there. I mean, what does that mean for the program, for Cal Lutheran and for Kingsman football?
That's big. That's big, As a kid coming here, just in general, and, you want to further your dreams as, like, an athlete. It's just big, like, seeing guys that went before you and went through the dreams and all the trials and tribulations. Everything that you want to go through. It's just crazy to see that. And it gives you something, like, just to be like, all right, like, he did it or they did it. We can do that too, Even for the young guys that are here right now, they hear, like, Chris, me, Adam, and Aaron are doing this thing. They're like, I can get there one day. Now, like, I'm going to go put this extra work. I'm going to go work hard, it solidifies a lot of things, It's the little things that really touch people.
Yeah, it really just puts Calu on the map. It helps recruiting, of course,
Yeah.
but just helps like everyone like realize that their dreams are right there and they can achieve them.
So then lastly then, let's talk about just the performance overall. How'd you guys think you did out there, and what are you thinking so far as you move forward?
Personally, I think I did well, I ran well and stuff like that, the routes well, did what they asked me. One of the big things I was focusing on that day is, like, just talking to the coaches and taking coaching and, like, just making sure, like, I ask them questions, like, how do you want this, how do you want that, or, like, how do you, just get in the depths of the routes, right? Because, like, in the NFL, it's, like, not all about athletes or, like, talent. Like, everyone there is talented. It's about, can you take coaching? Are you going to be in the right spot, the right time? Technique is a big thing. It's the big thing I was focusing on. And, afterwards, like, they told me they liked my speed and stuff like that. And I talked with some scouts, so I think it went pretty well for me.
Yeah, for me, I was able to showcase some abilities I wasn't able to during the season. I got to run some routes from the slot. But overall, like, I was able to show that I have hard work ethic, jogging back just from drills, simple things like that, set me apart from the other guys.
Yeah, dual threat right here. Star.
That's what the NFL needs, right?
Yeah, stud.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you very much for talking with us and telling your experience to all the fans and incoming recruits. So
Yeah.
good luck on the rest of your journey, and
Appreciate
thanks
it.
again.
Thank you.
Blue ball.